We've been monitoring this White House briefing that's going on right now regarding developments on Capitol Hill and whether they can get that $3.5 trillion human infrastructure measure through, saying right now there are a menu of options to generate revenue for that spending bill. I don't think anyone is doubting the fact that they can come up with lots of ways to find revenue and raise taxes. But again, that puts to bed that particular issue, that it's an issue of coming up with the revenue. They have it, and we'll have more options going forward. But again, all of this depends on all Democrats going along. There's very, very little wiggle room here. You can't afford to lose more than 3 in the House. You can't really afford to lose anyone in the United States Senate. And doesn't the Chamber of Commerce know it? It has been dead set against all the tax increases in this, and it started an ad campaign in 5 key districts across some 5 states in Iowa, Minnesota, New York, California, and Virginia, all aimed at Democrats, certainly not by coincidence, who are weighing this measure as we speak. Neil Bradley is the Executive Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce, kind enough to join us now. Neil, why were these districts targeted?
Well, Neil, these are 5 members of Congress, members who, based on their votes in the past, have earned the support of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And we have this bill that is an existential threat to the free enterprise system, to growth in our economy. And they haven't made clear where their position is on it. And so we're hoping that these members stick with supporting businesses in their district, and that they're a no on this $3.5 trillion plus tax and spending bill. There's really no excuse for anyone who believes in the free enterprise system to be a yes vote on this bill.
Well, the letter that your organization sent out through your president says no member of Congress can achieve the support of the business community if they vote to pass this bill as currently constructed. Now, since all of these 5 Democrats you mentioned did have the support of the chamber in the past, they would lose that support if they voted for this, right?
They did. They did have it in the past, and they would lose it going forward. So, this isn't just one bill. It is a collection of tens and tens of bills that the majority hasn't been able to pass in the past because they don't have the support, because they're bad policy. And what they've tried to do is roll all those bills together and do it in one vote. And so, whether you're talking about international tax competitiveness, small businesses, labor policy, this bill is literally everything but the kitchen sink rolled into one. Yeah. The common theme amongst all of it is that it's going to stall our economic recovery in its tracks.
All right, because I was wondering, we were showing the 23 Democrats that the chamber has supported. So these are 5 you're targeting right now. So would you go beyond that?
We will consider that. Some of the members that we supported in the past voted no when these provisions were considered in the committees they sat on. We applaud those members. That was the right vote against these tax increases, against these government price control systems. And so we hope that the rest of their colleagues will join them in rejecting this proposal. Just to put this in context, by the way, Neil, the tax increase imposed on employers under this bill is a 25% increase relative to what employers will pay under current law over the next decade. A 25% increase will shutter lots of businesses on Main Street and across this country, and it's likely to send our economy straight into a recession.
Have you heard from any of these congressmen and women that are, the target of this first wave of ads?
We have, and they're privately beginning to express concerns about the bill. That's good, but we need to hear public expressions of concern. Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer, they're putting the full court press on these members. The progressive left, they're protesting outside of members of Congress's office, demanding that they set their concerns aside and pass this bill. We can't allow that to happen. There is too much at stake here, and so we need to turn these private expressions of concern into a public push to do exactly what Senator Manchin said. That's hit the pause button, then hit the reset button on this bill.
All right. We're going to watch this closely, Neil. All you have to do is flip 3, and you got your victory there. So we'll watch it closely. This is referring in the House what's going on. Neil Bradley, the Executive Vice President of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce.